Hello. If you don't know me by now, my name is Christopher Kill. I'm an armchair philosopher and your autodidactic guide to a fractal holographic reality. And if you're watching this right now, it's probably not an accident. Maybe life feels heavy. Maybe you're in the middle of something you never saw coming. Maybe it feels like the universe is testing you, breaking you, taking more than you have to give. If that's where you are, I want you to listen to me, because I need you to know something. You're exactly where you're meant to be. Even if it doesn't feel like it, even if it feels like everything is falling apart, even if you feel like you're barely holding it together, I promise you, this moment, right now, is part of something bigger. And I know that's hard to believe when you're in the middle of the storm. I know what it's like to feel like you've lost everything, to stand in the wreckage of your life that you once knew, staring at the pieces, trying to hold on to something that's already slipping through your fingers. I know because I've been there. I remember the moment my life collapsed. It was just recently. My job, my home, my relationship, all gone within a matter of months. I lost my father, and for a long time, I couldn't make sense of it. I thought I had done something wrong. I kept asking, why is this happening to me? I fought against the current, trying to put the pieces back together, clinging to the familiar even as it crumbled beneath me. I thought it was a test, a punishment, proof that no matter how hard I tried to grow, I was destined to lose. But I was wrong. It wasn't a punishment. It wasn't failure. It was a rebirth. It was the universe clearing my path, making space for something far greater than what I ever had before. But I couldn't see it at the time. I was too busy mourning for what was lost to recognize what was waiting for me on the other side. And I want you to hear me when I say this. Sometimes the loss is not the end. It's the beginning. Sometimes life removes what we refuse to let go of because it knows what's ahead, even when we don't. I didn't understand why everything was falling apart. I'm still not 100% sure. But I know it's not falling apart at all. It's falling into place. See, life doesn't move in straight lines. It moves in spirals and loops and intricate fractals of experience that weave together to form the story of who we are becoming. Every challenge, every heartbreak, every loss is part of a greater design. One we often can't see until we step back and look at the pattern from a distance. The people who left, they made space for deeper, more meaningful connections. The job I lost, it created the freedom to pursue something greater. The home that I walked away from, it was a symbol of the past that I had outgrown. The relationship that ended, I've already met a woman that reminded me of what it feels like to be home. The universe wasn't taking from me, it was setting me free. And the same is true for you. If something is being taken from your life right now, I need you to ask yourself, what if it's actually being replaced? What if what actually feels like an ending is actually an opening? I get it. Letting go is terrifying. It feels like loss, like giving up, like walking away from everything you once built. We cling to people, places, and identities because they define us. But the truth is, we're not meant to stay the same. We are meant to grow. We're meant to evolve. We are meant to step into the next version of ourselves, even if it terrifies us. Here's what I've learned. Surrender is not weakness. Surrender is trust. Surrender is saying, I may not understand why this is happening right now, but I trust that something greater is unfolding. The moment you stop resisting, The moment you stop trying to force life to fit into the shape you thought it should be, that's when the flow begins. That's when the universe has the room to step in. And that's when the path begins to clear. I know this isn't easy to hear when you're in the thick of it, but think about all the times you thought you wouldn't make it through something, and yet here you are. You survived. And you will survive this too. Because the moments that break us are the moments that shape us. One day, without realizing it, you'll wake up and the pain will feel different. Not gone, but lighter. No longer something that controls you, but something that has shaped you. And that's when you'll see the masterpiece that has been unfolding all along. So if you're in that space right now, where nothing makes sense, where you feel lost, where you're wondering if you're ever going to feel whole again, I want you to hold on, because this is not the end of your story. And if you need a guide through this, if you want to understand the deeper patterns of why life repeats, why pain and love and loss are all connection, check out my newest book. My book, Fractal Healing, Reclaiming the Pieces of Yourself Through Love, Loss, and Growth, is all about breaking cycles, rewiring your story, and learning how to step into the version of yourself that's been waiting on the other side of the pain. It will be available on Amazon and Kindle sometime next week. And if you want to go even deeper to learn about the science behind our holographic reality, fractal patterns in consciousness, and how we shape our own experience, check out my YouTube channel at Christopher Kill, or join me on Fractal Consciousness Theory on Facebook, or check out my other videos here on TikTok. I'd love to have you in the conversation. So wherever you are right now, I want you to do one thing for me. Take a deep breath. Right there. Right now. Just one. Now remind yourself, I'm exactly where I'm meant to be, and I'm still unfolding. Keep going. Keep trusting. Keep dancing with life. Because the masterpiece that is you is still being created, and you're right in the middle of it.